Urban Fitness Friday Focus time. Okay, today's focus, we're going to talk about 2017. Now, it was my intention to do this closer towards the end of the year, but I figured out that this is probably the last chance I'm going to get to speak to everybody before the Christmas madness sets in, and anybody's actually going to be listening to what we have to say or what I have to say on this thing. So we're going to talk about 2017. Now, if you are planning on making 2017 your best year yet, and this is the year I'm going to do it, this is the year I'm going to change, it's going to be my fittest year, my strongest year ever, you're not the only one. There's hundreds and millions of people doing the same thing, but do not be one of those people that sets a target or sets a goal or says they're going to do something, and then by January, February, March, it's all fall apart and you slot it back into whatever it is you were doing, and then you're wasting another one of the prime years of your life wishing you were in better physical and mental shape than you are now. Okay, so if you are going to focus on making 2017 your best year yet, just make sure you follow through. And here's some sort of tips and tactics and tricks to bring into that, okay? So, I've spoken with this on many occasions. I'm just going to revisit all these very briefly. So, plan. If you are going into 2017 to make it your best year yet, you do need some sort of plan, okay? What do I mean by a plan? You need to know exactly what it is you're trying to do in 2017, how you're going to do it, where you're going to do it, how much you're going to invest in it, who you're going to do it with. These are all things that must be put down on paper into a plan format before you go into the year, or else you're going to go into the year lost and behind already. Okay. Now, it is important to set a goal and set a target, but I'm going to speak about why it's important to not always focus on that target as well as we move down the list. Okay. So, take imperfect action. I spoke with this on many occasions as well. It's never going to be the perfect time to do something. You're always going to have this party to go to, or this trip to go on, or this person to see. An example, if I have a 4-day training program in a week, and it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, are the training days, and I know I've got to go away on Friday and Saturday. Oh, well look, I'm going to miss Friday and Saturday anyway, so I'm not going to do Monday and Tuesday. Take imperfect action. Get days 1 and 2 done. Them 2 days in the bank is going to be better than doing nothing at all that week, okay? So it's never the right time to start. Just get started. And that leads me into this next one, focus, okay? So I did say it's important to always set a goal and set a target, okay? Now, although you do need to focus on a target to work towards, it's also not a good idea to focus on that all the time. And the reason being, I'm going to explain. If you're always focusing on something you haven't achieved yet, it's just going to always remind you haven't achieved it yet, okay? Now, a good friend of mine, Mr. Glenn Bridges, hit me with a great line at the weekend, and I said I'm going to share it on the Friday Focus. And what it was, don't always focus on scoring goals. Focus on playing the game. And it's an amazing line, okay? And what that means is, realize that in the back of your head, you do have something you want to achieve and where you're going to go. But focus on playing the game. Playing the game is actually how you get there, and enjoy playing the game. So enjoy doing your 3 days a week training, enjoy working to get more sleep, enjoy living a more stress-free life, enjoy eating better food. All that is focus. It's a good place to drive your focus, okay? Now, when we talk about playing the game, you're here at point A, you want to get to point B, which is your focus, or sorry, your goal. And then in here is playing the game. This is where we play the game. So focus your attention on playing the game. Take an imperfect action and getting the work done. Execute. What do we talk about when we execute? If you are going to put any sort of focus or time, so we always speak about time on the Friday Focus, and how time is the most important commodity you'll ever have and the most important thing you'll ever own. Okay? If you are going to focus time and attention on this, don't waste your time. We see countless people spend countless years in the gym, walking around doing the same thing over and over again, not getting results. It's wasting time. You're wasting the most valuable thing you have on this planet. It also stems back into wasting the prime years of your life not in shape and not doing the work it takes to stay in shape when you always are wishing you could be in shape. You need to put that work in. Okay? So if you are going to focus your attention on it, make sure you execute very well, okay? You do spend the time make sure the time you spend, it is quality time, okay? And then lastly, stay consistent. Just stay consistent, okay? If you are focused on making change in 2017, okay? If you are focused on making 2017 your best year yet, your fittest year yet, your strongest year yet, whatever it is you're trying to do, make sure you stay consistent. If you drop off after February, And then you say, okay, I'll do January, February. Oh, things are going great. Oh, well, look, in March I hit a bit of a slump, and this happened and that happened. And then April, just things weren't going my way. And then May, just, oh, I had this on, that on. And I start training again in June because I want to get in shape for the summer. June is too late. It's too late to get started. So stay consistent. If you are focused on making change, give it a whole year. Go into 2018 then, saying, well, look, that was an amazing year. I stayed consistent all year. I did the work. I stayed focused. I executed properly. I made a plan. I followed through with it. And that's going to fill you with confidence going into 2018. As always, guys, send your questions in, and we'll see you next week on the Friday Focus.